Today, we'll make a mosaic coaster using simple materials. This activity involves the use of wet materials such as glue and water, and movements like mixing and cleaning. Do protect your hands and any furniture surfaces as needed. Let's start by making the mosaic. You will need the coaster base, mosaic pieces, and glue. First, spread out the mosaic pieces so you can see them clearly. You can take this time to sort out the pieces by size, shape, or color and decide how you want to arrange them on your coaster. Alternatively, you can also place the mosaic pieces one by one as you make the coaster. Open and squeeze the glue around the coaster base. Be sure to cover the edges as well, so that the mosaic pieces can stick well on the coaster base later. Now, let's arrange the mosaic pieces. Place them onto the glue, making sure there is space between each piece. There is no right or wrong way to do it, and you can arrange the pieces as you like. Trust the process and do what feels good for you. Next, firmly press each mosaic piece so that they stick to the coaster base. Set it aside to dry while we make the grout. This will be the mixture that we will use to fill the gaps in between. You will need these items. First, open and pour the cement powder into the mixing bowl. Add 1.5 to 2 teaspoons of water. Then use the mixing spoon to stir the powder and water together. Stir well and ensure that the mixture is well mixed. Add a bit more water if the mixture is too stiff. Be careful not to add too much water at once. Ensure there are no clumps. If your mixture is well mixed, it should look something like this, with a toothpaste-like texture. Let's fill the mosaic. Check the mosaic pieces that they stick firmly to the coaster base. Scoop some grout paste onto the coaster. Use the mixing spoon to gently spread the mixture in between and over the pieces. Be sure to fill all the corners and cover any gaps and holes that you see. Once all the gaps and holes have been filled, gently scrape off the excess grout using your mixing spoon. You can hold the mixing spoon at an angle like this, so that you only touch the grout on the surface. Be careful not to remove the grout in between the mosaic pieces. Once most of the excess grout has been removed, you can set your coaster aside to dry. At this point, you should not see the mosaic pieces or colors fully just yet. Set it aside for 15 to 30 minutes. The coaster has been drying for a while. Check that the surface is not sticky to touch. Now, we can continue with the next step. Take your sponge and lightly dip in the water. Use the sponge to wipe off any excess grout that has been left behind. Use a gentle sweeping motion and make sure that the sponge is not too wet, or you may wipe off too much grout. You should start to see more colors of the mosaic. We will set the coaster aside again to dry for about 2 to 3 hours. Let's continue. Check that the coaster is almost fully dry to touch. Once it is ready, we can dip the sponge in water again and remove any excess grub. Use a light rubbing motion so that you only remove grub that is on the surface. Remember to clean up the edges of the coaster as well. And you are done.